Welcome back to Yahoo Finance as we look at where the market's heading in the race to the close, turning volatile towards the end of the day. Let's take a closer look at that with our very own Jared Blikre.
That's right. I'm looking at the Wi-Fi Interactive. Only the Russell 2000 now in the green. All the majors mired in the red. The Dow, the worst off here, down 0.5% or 172 points. I do want to get straight to the sector action. Really interesting to see what's developing here. Energy in the forefront. Once again, not surprising. That sector is up 1.6%. The only other sector in the green, XLY, that is consumer discretionary. That houses Amazon and the other retail stocks. To the downside, staples, healthcare, and utilities and real estate, those are the big underperformers. Interesting that all of those are defensive sectors, so not the most bearish setup to the day, but also not the most bullish either. I also want to get a check of some of our leaders markets. And not surprisingly, the solar energy ETF 10 is up another 9.5% today, along with the energy trade. We also have cannabis, that's MJ, that's up 3%, retail up 2%, chip stocks up 2%, gambling, ARK components, regional banks, all of those round out the top 10, or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the upper part of your screen there. So I want to take a look at the semiconductors. Really interesting to see this price action today. We're seeing a lot of love for some of these names. Applied Materials up 4%, Microchip up 5.5%. But you take a look at what's happening in software, kind of the opposite story. Shopify down 8.5%. By the way, consumer discretionary. CrowdStrike down 6%. When you take a look at some of the ARK components that have really gotten beaten down this year, aside from Shopify, we do see a lot of strength in names like the old Square or Block, as well as Path. That's up 1.5%. And of course, the big one right in the middle there, that's up. Tesla's up 2.3%. Also seeing strength in the travel space. We're seeing Delta Airlines up 3.5%, giving back some of its gains, but Southwest Airlines up 5.5%. You can see the intraday price action right there. And before we close out, I want to get a check of our meme stocks because we haven't hit those in a while. Been pretty negative on that front, but we are seeing a lot of movement. We're seeing Avis Budget Group, along with the travel space, that's up 8%, GameStop up 3%, and AMC up 1%. And I suppose I'd be remiss, even though we're heading into the closing bell for stocks, if we didn't take another look at that futures board. Heating oil up 13%, still trading here. Palladium up 8%, platinum nearly 5%, gold, silver 4%, and the list goes on.